In the Finding Broncos series, we break down the pros, cons, and how NFL draft prospects might fit in Denver, along with revealing our own grade, and what round we think these players end up going. Not every prospect is going to get an individualized scouting report, because to put it simply, time is limited. So there will be groups of players put into a scouting report just like this one. They won't always be sleepers, but in some way they will be grouped together. Today, we're breaking down some running back prospects currently flying under the radar. The prospects who have legit talent are getting the proper recognition, and those who aren't as gifted are going unnoticed. Until today, we're going to the Combine. Don't miss out on any news and analysis. Take a second to sign up for our free Broncos newsletter, delivered 3 times daily. The RB class doesn't have the top guy like previous years, but it has really good depth, which is going to see players fall. One thing about this class is there are a lot of niche backs that will fill specific roles in an offense. It all depends on what a team is looking for. Dexter Williams is smart with ideal size and decent decisions. There isn't much mileage on his tires, and keeps his pads at the right level and square. With an arrest and suspension in his history, teams have to dig deep into that. The talent is there, but there is a worry of him being a one-year wonder. Projection, round 4, great production and picks up yards in good chunks each time. Travion Williams is a leader and experienced in a pro-style rushing attack. Pass protection and receiving ability is reliable to where teams don't have to worry about it. What is concerning is there isn't much power in his game, and he isn't very elusive to make up for it either. Projection, round 4, Jalen Moore is excellent when running the outside zone with good enough lateral agility to help his effectiveness. He is also tough in pass protection and makes good reads for blitz pickups. The big concern is the bad ankle injury he dealt with in October 2018. There aren't many signs of receiver potential on tape, which limits his role in RBBC. Projection, round 5, with a good, compact build and consistent drive in his legs, thick throws that can pick up tough yards. You don't have to worry about him putting the ball on the ground, and he is a receiving threat and solid blocker. He is tight in the lower body and doesn't have the second gear, so there is limited potential for chunk plays. Projection, round 6, Raquel Armstead has ideal size and uber competitive. He makes quick decisions, and runs north-south very well. When going through the hole, he can make himself small to avoid grabby defenders. Drafting him, teams aren't getting a receiver out of the backfield, or a guy that will go get chunk yards. If you need a guy who can get you a few yards pretty consistently, Armstead is the guy. Projection, round 6, Alex Barnes saw a good increase in production when his workload increased and has good enough vision. He would be best suited as the power back in a running back by committee. With good hands out of the backfield, he could be really dangerous in short yard situations on 3rd down. There are positives, but he is limited as a runner and pass protection is poor. Projection, round 7, Alexander Mattison has shown bell cow consistency and has good hands out of the backfield. He runs urgently and creates power on contact with defenders. You don't want him running east-west as he doesn't have the burst for it. Get him going north-south and let him pick up some solid yards. Projection, round 6, great touchdown production in his career. James Williams is elusive and will make defenders miss a lot of tackles. While he is a bit smaller, he is solid in pass protection and a decent receiver. His vision through the trenches is poor and has a bad tendency to run into blockers, defenders. There are a lot of similarities to Ronnie Hillman in his game. Projection, round 6, with a good build, good feet and patience to allow blocks to get set up. LJ Scott also can create for himself, which is great if the blocks don't get set up. There isn't much creativity to his runs, which leaves yards on the field. You also have to worry about fumbles, and his play in pass protection. Projection, round 7. Kadri Allison has great ball security and a good blocker. At times, he looks more like a fullback than a running back. He needs work on his pass protection technique, and start playing to his size when running, but talent is there to work with. Projection, undrafted, priority free agent.